Go. I think we're pretty good. Wait, level, left, level. There we go. All right. So I just got back from adulting. Got just my hat. Scooch back a little bit. Get that. Um, got the hiccups a little bit. Make sure the live chat's on. There we go. And I got the hiccups. Some kind of. Yeah. All right. So I get my gloves on. Like I said, I literally just got back and got changed. Well, yeah, I always have like shorts and a tank top under my gear, so when I go back in the event of like an episode reaction or something, I'm just set, or I could just be like, all right, change just like that, and got shorts and a tank top on, and got my jams. Get that high quality H2O, all that good stuff. No, not you, dude. I swear, you're like the first one almost all the time. You are definitely a diehard fan, and I'm definitely honored and appreciate the love and support, big time, man. But yeah, anyways, we got to get into the episode reaction. I know it's a little bit late for this, but granted, I have been putting out a lot of videos for the better part of forever, but also, especially like I've been putting out a good amount of videos, like at least this last week. Like I've been dropping at least like 5 to 7 videos a day, even like adulting and such. Yeah. Um and just staying on top of it as much as I can anyways. There's still a bunch of stuff I gotta do, especially with like the addition of course Guilty Longinus, unbox that. Got the perfect Belial now. Gotta do battles with that. Gotta do battles with Longinus. Both of them. Got a bunch of bakugan stuff to do. Got team battles to do. Yeah, a lot of stuff incoming for sure. So just, stay along for the ride. And plus, it's crazy that it's the end of September. Literally the end of September, and like this year's gone by so quick. Legit, like it was my birthday, and then you blink, and then it's been an entire month, and it's like holy crap, time's going really fast, and it's a little scary. But we got some big time hype here with the episode number 27. We're halfway through the series. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the series so far. The only thing that is grinding my gears like crazy is the fact that, well, what's up? What's up, Reaper KJ7? The start of DB doesn't feel like too long ago. Yeah, for real. The only thing that really pisses me off, honestly, is that we've not gotten Ilias Bay. That's the only thing that makes me mad about this series, honestly, is where the hell is Magma Ifrit? Because we should be seeing that, no doubt. Like the TT that does get, like, I will be so triggered if we finally have a powerful female character with her own bay and they don't make it. I would throw something. Like, come on, man. We just gotta see Ifrit. That's the only complaint I've got is where the heck is Magma Ifrit? Like, I want that thing for sure. I want to do battles with it. I mean, it can't have really any more secrets to hide or anything. We've seen it for sure, unless like it does, and it has some more secrets that we haven't fully seen with it yet, which would be understandable if it has that. But yeah. Um, Destruction Lucifer. That's a sick name, but yeah, I mean, what is it? Destruction Bellfire. I think that's what Hasbro's naming it. So yeah, uh, we can never do Destruction Lucifer unless they like decide to make Destruction into a wheel or something. But like Hasbro's making Destruction, so it'd just be, yeah, really really confusing. But anyways, we'll get into the episode. So yeah, I got my high quality H2O here. You already know. And yeah, I honestly drank like my work had like free coffee. They won like a free coffee for all the workers, and I got an XL. So let's see, I'm just bouncing out the walls right now because gearing up for this episode reaction, and on top of that, getting ready to film afterwards because I charged my phone up big time. But yeah, so we got to get into the episode number 27. Yeah. Uh, I think what? This is the battle with Rashad. Yeah, they're facing off with this. I don't know. Honestly, let's see. I could use some coffee for school. Oh yeah, for sure, understandable. Lane versus Ryuga, who would win? Well, because uh, Beyblade, well, Metal Fight Beyblades don't burst. I'd say Ryuga. But yeah, is YouTube your full time job? No, it is not. I wish it was, but yeah, it is definitely not. Yo, my boy Insta, what's going on, man? How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, I know. I know. So late. Well, on the West Coast, it's not too late. I mean, it's like what, like 8? Well, 9 o'clock there. Yeah, it's going on almost midnight here. But yeah, just got out like not even an hour ago, and then made it back home. All that good stuff. So yeah, Bell Dynamite Dive. That'll be a pretty cool name. I'm great, man. How are you? I'm doing pretty well, dude. Just yeah, I mean, just got out of work, all that good stuff, the usual, working, grinding on here. Uh, yeah, definitely trying to do some gaming tomorrow because I've been feeling a lot on the days off, and I'm like, yeah, I just need to like sit and game a bit. But I do have some big time battles planned, like some more homage series battles, also burst battles, some bakugan stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned, especially getting Longinus and now perfect. Belial got a bunch to do on the grind. Yeah, man, always. You already know how it goes. If I got something to do, I'm sitting there and I'm cranking like crazy. But yeah, 100K coming up soon. Dude, I cannot believe it. I legit can't. Like, I can't believe, like, even looking, seeing that number. Like, this is my channel. Like, even looking at, like, the whole, holy hell. That's insane, man. We used to talk about it all the time. Um, and just even the fact that it's like 91 now, like, what is my life? What is my life? Already 91K, 9 more to go. Yeah, man, no doubt. I'm still absolutely baffled. Like, dang. Um, but yeah, I got some big time plans, and I'm so hyped because, like I said, after MFB is done, I'm going to be going full fledged into burst of these Beyblade wise, and you know what that means, the skits, and I can't wait to dig into them because let's say I've got a lot of ideas, a ton of ideas, and it's constant just evolving with those ideas too. But yeah, it's all gonna be unleashed soon, and I can't wait to really start the story because it's been literally what 5, 6 years in the making, and now getting to this point, hype. But yeah, anyways, I gotta get into the episode review. It's been almost 10 minutes. Yeah, got our good intro in here, all that good stuff. I'm sure you guys can hear me all right because you've been responding and everything. All good. And yeah, so I'm gonna take a swig of this H2O. I got two things of it because you know I always want to drink coffee. I get a little groggy. My brain's weird, so like I don't get like super duper jittery when I drink coffee. Actually, I get like really chill. Like yeah, I guess ADHD brain or something. But yeah, I get really chill. It still keeps me up like big time, but like instead of getting really jittery, like I might get a little hyper, but yeah, most part just pretty chill. Anyways, let's get into it. So let's see what we got here. All right, we got the Koro intro, and of course the Dynamite battle theme. Just always the bop. I like the DB theme a lot for the intro. Basara, Hannah, Ranzo, Louis, Free, Shoe, Vault, Rashad, Ilya. The only thing, like I said, that really makes me mad about the season so far is we have not seen Magma Ifrit. Come on, TT. Like, yeah, I get it. It looks kind of like a Hasbro Bay. Hope it's not a Hasbro exclusive. Like, come on, TT. We gotta see a version of that Bay. Like, for real. Because, like, Ifrit's whole gimmick is, like, the uppercut attack. Yeah. Like, we gotta see that, man. I really want to see that thing. I want to battle with it. Free Louis Shoe. Then I love the transition with the blue Valkyrie and the red one. So awesome. All right, here we go. Belle's jumping up and down on the bed. That's how to start this off. Saying I beat Shinsaka Louis. Yep. Bragging about Belial, for usual. And then you got Ranzo and Basra just sitting there. Like, all right, we get it, amigo. Like, congrats on beating Louis. But also, you got to keep in mind, you got to face us too, Or you know Louis gonna come back and get stronger, but you know he's definitely going to. Wait a minute, that is true. Didn't I don't think Bell's ever beaten Buster in a 1v1. At least so far. I don't think they had a rematch. At least yet. And the laughing, Rashad and Nilia. Like attack mode, defense mode. It's become extremely diverse. Ilia's probably saying, "What's your strategy to take on Perfect Belly?" I have full faith in Valkyrie. You know. All right, now Waki is talking with them. Bell's smug face just always so smug, man. No matter what, even in defeat. Dynamite, Bell, Rashad. Oh, probably saying like the one that did the best was Rashad. Bell was like, "What? I beat Louis. What are you talking about? Like I defeated Louis in a battle. Did Rashad ever beat Louis in a battle? Listen here. Overall, Rashad did better, or maybe something like that." Ooh, Waki is talking some smack to him. He's like, "You better calm down right now." And he got the crown and everything. He probably did the best overall. Then probably said something about a buffet. Vault Louis free, Rashad. They're all gonna do battle. Wait, is he gonna do battles with all of them? Rashad. Oh, Rashad's probably like, this doesn't feel right. Bell, I want to battle you. He wants to prove that he's the strongest. And after that win, I like that. I like that. Rashad's doing a big time, like, honorable thing. He's like, I'm not just taking this full win. Like, I want to face Bell because he beat Louis. And I need to show my true strength. And I have to beat him in order to do that. Like, Bell, let's battle. He's probably saying, are you sure? I'm gonna face Bell in a battle, and he put the crown on. The Bell just put the crown on. I'm dead, and he's standing on his chair because he's so short. Because he's still young, you know. Yo, the moon in the background though. That's a super duper moon. Not as just a super moon, a super duper moon. Now Rashad is looking down at Valkyrie. Ilya walks in. Do something like Balio's gotten a lot stronger. Are they gonna have a battle? Probably just gave him a little bit of advice and then walked off. Probably like, don't take him lightly. Bella's just sitting and looking in the mirror, trying on the new crown. I'm dead. Then Ranzo walked in, like Bell, and then he's hiding the crown. Like, you want to face Rashad, Bossero will be a good training partner. Probably saying, I'll battle with the perfect gear and I'll beat him. If I was able to beat Louis, there's no way I would be able to struggle against him. Then Ilya came in. Mentioned Valkyrie. I still want to see Magma Ifrit, man. I swear. Like, TT, you've done one thing right, and that's having a powerful female character. Now you just gotta do the second thing, which is releasing her bae. Damn it. Like, I want to battle with Magma Ifrit so bad, dude. It looks so cool. And plus having the, quad drive system, at least under Hasbro is what it's called. Yeah, definitely want to see that. And just the design of the Hasbro Bay. I'm hoping it's not just a Hasbro exclusive, but yeah, like TT's got to drop it. Come on, we got to see Magma E for it. He's whispering. Ranzo whispered to Bell. Oh, they having a battle? Oh, is Rashad facing? Oh, well, he's talking with Basra at least. Saying, like, I've worked so hard to get this strong. But granted, Basra has a win over Bell. But he also didn't have what? At least two of the gear. He didn't have the S gear or the L gear when he faced Basra, I don't think. He's thinking back with Solomon when he lost his confidence big time. And Rashad picked up Solomon. Saying, like, I want to get strong, just like Bell. You gotta find that true spirit in your heart and let it go free. And I'm thinking of the battle. And he won. He bursted it. Yeah. I mean, that's when I had the F gear, and I think it might have had the V gear at that time. But he's like, it's because of your encouraging words that I was able to face Bell and get stronger. Boys and girls! All right, here we go. Nope, Rashad and Bell having their face off. Okay, so it was just about, like, advice. I mean, I'd love to see, like, him stuff. Well, we did see Basra do some battles, but, you know. Let's see here. He only had the F gear. That's right, he did only have the F gear. I like your Instagram birthday video. It cracks me up so much. My birthday was fun, and that. Oh my god. AJ's a legend, man. That's my bud. We've been friends for over a decade. Almost, honestly, like, yeah, a decade and a half. We've been friends. He's one of my longest lifelong friends that I've got for sure. But yeah, like, my birthday was legendary. Plus having Ruby Drago up here too, that was insane, man. And a few of my really good friends, it was sick. All right, they're watching everywhere, being broadcast all the way, and yo, the floor being completely see through. And he's looking through. He's like, "Oh, that's so cool." I'm dead. Vault, Walkie, everybody's watching on the outside. But Basra, Basra is not even out there watching. Why is he sitting in the corner? Watch? Okay. But yeah, he's sitting in the doorway. Dynamite the Belia. He's analyzing Balio big time. Valkyrie, this Valkyrie here is the strongest, probably something like that. Then he's like, yeah, we'll see. But first you gotta get through my Balio. It's now perfect. Ready, settle. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot! Rashad's definitely got to be getting a new bay. He has to. He has to be. Ooh, Valkyrie got sent back big time with that hit. Showing off that power, man. I mean, he beat Louis Longinus. Valkyrie, Russia shooter. Matching each other's attacks, dude. Big hits. All right, both base sent back. Bellio shooting around, going to the top part. Bellio shooting down. Shot topper! Hits it. The S gear completely deflected it, dude. Okay. Showing off that defense. Oh, they're all glowing again. It's going to turn gold. Yeah. Ah! Betty! Gold Dynamite Turbo. Dynamite Top Bomber! Completely gold. Sends it in the air. Down goes Valkyrie. Ooh. Over finish. Everybody's shook like, what? It's now the perfect bay. Rashad looking like, that's where it ends? Ooh, we're getting the next battle in this. The smile. What's up? The wait. Oh, his expression was a lot more menacing. I might have guessed this right, dude. Is Bell gonna be the one to make Rashad start to snap? Maybe, man. Looks like Rashad might start to snap a little bit. And it would make perfect sense if he becomes the big evil. I don't know if he's gonna be the big evil because we've got Pain with Prominence Phoenix looming overhead big time. But I'm really feeling like when Pain comes in with his Phoenix, um, like because we got Prominence Phoenix for the new set. Um, it's either gonna be I'm thinking it's either gonna be Pain that because I could see like every protagonist had their bay broken, and I feel like it's not gonna be an exception with Bell. I feel like we're gonna see Bellio break. Um, like it's either gonna be Pain or Rashad that does it. Honestly, the question is who's gonna break it. Uh yeah, because him getting the new Bellio, it makes full sense. Like somebody's gonna have to break that thing. It might not be any of the gears that break, but it's just like Dynamite itself. Bellio breaks, and like the Nexus disc breaks as well. Maybe those are the parts that break. But like all the gears are fine, but the inside part of the bay breaks. Like you just see all the gears like flying off as it breaks. But then like the parts of Bellio, like Dynamite, Bellio, Nexus, Venture, all of those are like broken and cracked. But the gears are all fine. So that way it makes sense to where he can use the gears on the next Bellio over time. But he'll have to like master Bellio before he even puts a single gear on it. And then we'll probably end the season off. It'll probably be like Dangerous Bellio. Is name it right? Yeah, Dangerous Bellio with all of the gears on it, like the V gear, because it's compatible with all the gears. So it makes sense if it's Dangerous Bellio with every single gear on it being the final bay in this series. But yeah, like yeah, but it would make full sense because then maybe he has to like relearn how to use Belial, like his new Belial, before he adds any of these gears. So working his way all the way up again. So like how he did with Dynamite and getting all the gears, now it's just like Dangerous with all of the gears. But he's got to master Dangerous before he can use any of these gears with Dangerous. You know which will make full sense for like how this series goes, like his power continuing to increase again, because Dangerous being a much stronger Bay, and then him remastering all the gears, and then getting this ultimate move with Dangerous. But yeah, man, I'm just wondering if it's I hope like it'll be so cool if it's like Rashad fully snaps and then he's just like, I'm gonna do it, and he obliterates him like in the next battle and breaks. Because I mean, what? Because the next episode is Friday, right? Yeah, and it's the 30th. Yeah, literally the next episode is well now is tomorrow, and that's the first. And then the Belial set drops on the 9th. So yeah, that would mean the 8th, right? It would be the 8th, the 7th or the 8th, one of the two, where we'll see the next episode, and by that point we'll see Dangerous. So that's what's making me honestly nervous about like this next episode. Like the question is, the honest question is, does Rashad have the balls to do it? Like, is he gonna fully like just snap and break it? Yeah, because Bell got the win with his first battle, but also I feel like Rashad using this full out fledged crazy power. Yeah, like, um, yeah, it's gonna be wild. Let's see. What do you think? Is it better? What? Oh, which is better, Guilty Longinus or Rage Longinus? They're both really strong. Honestly, pretty equal, but I'd say probably Guilty just because like the Dynamite battle system, big time balance within the low mode, and it hits like a truck. Yo, Bega came in. What's up, Bega? How's it going? Hey, my man, just passing by to wish you all the best. Yo, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Definitely appreciate it for sure. Guilty is a beast. Oh, no doubt, man. Like Guilty with any big time attacking driver like Exceed Dash, Extreme Dash, Metal Extreme, Quick Dash, like any big time attacking driver, it's a monster. Like you get that crazy attack and the speed with it. How you gonna slow it down? I think even overpowers Rage, which is really scary to see. But yeah. Have you tried it for stationary attack? Guilty? I have not, but like, what we go with it? Well, I mean, probably something like what drift, like put drift on it or something, so it's not moving around as aggressively and stays in one spot. Because drift, honestly, under Dynamite battle, drift is not nearly as crazy. Like I guess just the weight and like the lower center of gravity. Drift doesn't circle around like absolutely bonkers. It stays pretty calm, even like with a hard launch. Yeah, I can imagine it like with Drift being an absolute tank. I tried out Metal Defense, dude. I love those hits. Oh yeah, the stationary attack and recoil, epic man. Oh yeah, sounds like a really epic combo, no doubt. Let's see. I gotta see his face. Yeah, that smirk. That smirk just taking all those attacks. And then Rashad. It seems like yeah, with the glimmer on the back of his head, it seems like he's starting to change a little bit. His are his eyes black? Or is that just a shadow? I think that's a yeah. Wait, is that just? I think that's just a shadow. Maybe. Whoa! That explosion at the end, though. The wing sticking out. I'm starting to get. I'm starting to get chills a little bit. Just seeing like the cutscenes with this. Maybe it'll have like. Maybe if it happens with this. If it happens, if Rashad breaks it, I think that basically confirms that he'll probably end up being our big bad of this season. Maybe because if he beats Bell and breaks Belial here, then it'll make full sense. Like maybe Vault steps in, like, okay, I'm not going to allow you to use Valkyrie to destroy Bladers, and then we have a battle between Vault and Rashad at some point. If it's not immediate, then it's at some point. And then imagine like Vault wins that battle, and that moment where Vault beats Rashad with Valkyrie again, like Savior, he works to get this strong, even takes out Bell, and now he's like, I gotta beat Vault to show this is the true strongest bait and the true strongest Valkyrie. but then he can't do it, and Vault gets the win. Maybe that's the point where he just starts to snap. Maybe that's the point where he starts to snap. But yeah, I don't know where people have seen this, but some were betting the new Phoenix owner would break the Red Valkyrie. I don't know. I mean, that would be interesting for sure. I mean, imagine it would be like he breaks it. Like they're both destructive bladers. Like Rashad starts going down this path, but then Payne's on this path, and then maybe he takes after Fi a little bit and has some Lord of Destruction in him or God of Destruction in him and starts breaking bladers bays. Um, I mean that would be kind of cool. Like if it were like even after Vault beats him, maybe he faces Payne, and then Payne breaks Rashad's Valkyrie, but then he becomes even more evil after. It's kind of like an anti-hero versus a evil, like the evil of the current time period. Like not like the Fi Endgame evil, but it being like I see Payne, like we haven't seen anything for him, obviously, yeah, but only his artwork. But I see Payne having the same role as Hearts, like that blader that comes in as the absolute strongest for a time period, you know. But then the other bladers figure out how to defeat Phoenix and such, and then maybe it's actually like Rashad comes back after he gets his true bait. Like imagine Payne does break the Red Valkyrie, and Rashad's like devastated by it, but then he goes full crazy bonkers. Like starts to snap, like how Fi started to snap. Rashad starts to snap like that, and then he gets his true bay, whatever it is. You know, it's got to start with an R. Rashad R. You know, makes sense. And then he comes back and gets payback. You know, so yeah, maybe it's not like Payne's a full fledged evil character. Maybe he's just like a kind of anti hero, like has an anti hero role, kind of. You know, like the man to be anti hero role. But yeah, not like the crazy full fledged evil, like how Hearts was. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think he stands a chance against Fi in terms of how much I like him. Oh, Fi's an absolute beast, but definitely Payne. His design is reminding me a lot of both Fi and Hearts. I'm hoping that TT has a backstory of like Payne being Fi and Heart's little brother. Like they had a little brother. I mean, they've got Rantaro and Ranjiro. Like Rantaro being the older brother, Ranjiro being little brother, and then Ramzo being the little brother. Why not get the same thing with this? Like Fi being the older brother, Hard to being the little brother, which we know to give it, and then Payne being the little brother. Because his design definitely, I see the aura of Hearts on him, just how his like expressions are and such, and the gear reminds me so much of Fi. It reminds me of both Fi and Hearts. His gear definitely does. So if they do have like a little brother, that would be really sick. If Payne is that little brother, it would make full sense. And then maybe we don't see Fi and Hearts, but maybe we get a trip to Dead Grand or Dread Grand. Like, hopefully, man. I definitely want to see that. Like, again, definitely want to see Dead Grand. Because that's one of the places that, even with season 5, they did not go. Like, they didn't go to Dead Grand. There's still some places in the world that they have not gone to. Like, yeah. I definitely want to see it where they just go through like everything, like Dead Grand. We see maybe parts of the Snake Pit again, like for sure. I'm not giving up on like the hopes of a final last end game season where the Bladers are at their absolute strongest. Yeah, whether the base have gimmicks or not, we'll see. Whatever gimmicks they have, and we get like the most powerful Bladers throughout the entire series, and then yeah, like the most powerful bladers throughout the series, and then like the most powerful evils throughout the series as well. I'd love to see that in like one big time endgame type of season if they do like decide to cap it off with another season. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I definitely see us getting a season 7. I don't know if we get past the season 7, but time will tell, I suppose. But yeah. Let's see here. Ranzo's a cousin. Is he the cousin or is he a brother? Like one of the two. They technically don't say what Ranzo is. They say he's a relative. Yeah, he's a relative. Okay, so it could be cousin, it could be little brother, whatever. Well, still a relative, but hopefully, like, Pain's relative to Defiant Hearts because it makes full sense with his design. Like you can see both of them in Pain a bit for sure. He definitely seems like a little brother. Um, but it's gonna remain to be seen just how it's gonna go with this because I can't see Promise Phoenix being the big bad because whatever the big bad is, you know they're gonna put out that Bay way later. They're showing off Prominence Phoenix right now. I can't see him like absorbing power and getting another Phoenix like how Phi did. Yeah, I could imagine Rashad being the big bad for this for sure. As long as Beyblades are selling well, we're getting more seasons. I hope we keep going because it's so fun. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Um, Definitely see a season 7. Hopefully, I mean it would be insane if we got up to like a season 10. Like we're already making history considering there was 4 seasons of Metal Fight Beyblade. There was 3 seasons, I believe, for the classic gen, and yeah, we are at 6 for bursts, so we are definitely making history. It's that point where we can't even fully predict what's going to go on, even with this kind of build up. Yeah, but I'm definitely thinking maybe it'll be either Pain or Rashad that breaks it, and just seeing like the shattering, like kind of the breakage. I don't know if it was the sun or whatever, but like that breakage that we saw with the last, um, yeah, like with the last with the preview for this next episode. I'm starting to think something might break, and if so, Balio might be in trouble. It'll make full sense because then like Rashad's starting to turn into like an anti-hero, going mainly for power and to be the strongest, and then Vault's trying to stop it, but then Vault can't even stop it, and then yeah, well we'll see. Well, Vault stops it for now, and then he gets a new Bay, and then at that point, who's gonna stop him? And then it being Bell. But we gotta just see how it's gonna go, man. Regardless, I am big time hype because it's gonna be really epic to see this build up. And wait a minute, that animation. Let's look at the animation. Was Valkyrie spinning? Wait, the I think they messed up with that animation, like a little bit. It looked like Valkyrie was spinning to the left. I don't know. Like yeah. All right, but anyways, are they showing off anything? Oh, they're showing off Dangerous Belial. So of course two, the Dangerous. It's got all that rubber, all the red's rubber. Oh, that's sick. It's got built-in rubber with it too. The Belial core, the Belial 2 core. And it's got a burst stopper in it. Big hits. Ooh. Oh, I hope it's strong enough to do that, man. Like, Cyclone's really hard to beat, but it literally, in this video, granted TT does some kind of biased videos just to promote the Bay. In this video, it bursted Cyclone Ragnarok. I have yet to see anything burst Cyclone Ragnarok because it's honestly a monster. It's definitely the strongest Ragnarok, and it plays absolutely no games. Yeah, if it's that strong, I mean that rubber attack could definitely help it out. And then this is the outro. I haven't seen the outro in a while. Wakia, dude, it's just showing them all on the monitor. And Belly on the lunch. That's sick. he was in the suit. That's awesome. And Bell grabs it and he points the camera at him. That's so cool. That's sick. All right. Well, this next episode is gonna be a big one regardless. I know when it happens, everybody's gonna probably be going bonkers and be like, Kimbo, react to it, react to it. So Friday, I do adult, so I will be adulting for 8 hours, work, all that good stuff. So I probably won't be able to do the reaction on Friday until later on. I'll do it the same day, but it'll be later on, just like how this one is, because adulting throughout the entire afternoon and night. But I will react to it on Friday. That's a promise. I will react to it on Friday. I don't care how I'm feeling. I'm going to react to it because it's definitely a big. This is going to be a turning point battle. I feel like so. Yeah. Let's see here. Do you think Dangerous Belial will be like Savior, a gimmicky, fun Beyblade, or do you have high expectations for it to be great in performance? Honestly, I feel like Dangerous is going to be really good. Um, what was the gimmick for it? I think like with All Might. I think the technical name will be Almighty. Well, maybe All Might, but it would make sense if it's Almighty for it to translate to Almighty. But definitely isn't the gimmick like it has like the flat spot in it, but if you launch it harder, like as hard as you possibly can to a certain point, it makes it where it's the total flat mode for it. And it becomes that much more aggressive with its attacks. Uh yeah, like interesting gimmick. It's got kind of like the shot driver gimmick a little bit, but it's going to be really effective, I feel like. And it's not going to shoot up like a ton like the shot driver, and I don't think it'll make it like a big time vulnerable. All Might has multiple gimmicks, but the personal favorite is that the tip is palm. I've been waiting for a palm attack tip. It's a palm attack tip. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So it's gonna be like, is it? I think is it free spinning? That driver Almighty is incredible. I recommend watching the TT video on the set. Uh, all right. Well, yeah, I think I've seen I've seen a couple of videos on it. I think the Almighty driver All Might was free spinning at the bottom. Um, and because of that, it's like a free spinning attack, like what Exceed is, but what Exceed X should have been. Like what Zone Z is, Exceed X should have been. Like free spinning on the outside, it'll make it where it can get the crazy attacks, but also being free spinning, it'll make it where it won't go out as much because it'll give it defense with that free spin. The driver has a free spin, but when launched strong, it locks when you launch it strong. Okay, that's really interesting. So it could be a good thing to kind of light launch it. That makes it so diverse. Like you can light launch it and try to win with the stamina and LAD because it's free spinning on the outside, or you could hard launch it and go for that crazy attack. It just depends on how you want to battle with it. That is cool. That's so cool. It shows the true balance of Belial, like the new Belial. And plus, having all the gears with it too, it's going to be able to spin steel. It should hopefully have a pretty good stamina LAD because the center point and the V gear with the center point too, that roll is going to be pretty good. Okay, TT. Okay, TT, I see you. They have the S gear, the F gear, and the L gear, all with it adding that weight. It's going to be a beast, especially how it's shaped too. Oh, and it's black and red. You already know. So yeah, it is compatible with all the gears. Props to you, TT. Yeah, man, it's compatible with all the gears. So I can imagine like when he does get dangerous, him starting off with it just being like regular dangerous because he's got to master the power of dangerous before he could put the gears back on it. You know. And I feel like he's gonna have to get that power down, and then maybe like start working with each of the gears again, or maybe he'll just put them all on at once. Who knows? But it'll make sense if like over time he just adds each gear because he has to remaster Belial first before like adding the gears because all the gears add something different to it. So he's got to master how dangerous is first, and then add the gears. It's like the F gear and the V gear and all that good stuff. And then with all those gears, he'll have the true like perfect Belial Bay. Yeah. But regardless, big time hype. Dangerous is gonna be awesome. Prominence Phoenix, I have big time hopes for it too. Uh, Definitely think it's gonna be hype. Metal Universe on it too. And yeah, I mean, getting Perseus in general with that set is epic. And Bearing Dash, like I said, not as intimidated by it at first. I'm like, oh god, but they are not making it like the same level as like the other dash drivers. It's basically Bearing Dash is basically like the strength of a regular driver, like a standard driver, because they made the spring and bearing not really good because just bearing. But since the game has evolved with all the bays and such getting big time hits, that's why bearing's not the absolute craziest usable driver in the same spin, because with the same spin, like big hits can make it burst. But now having like the strength of a regular spring and helping out that burst resistance, it's an almost dash. Yeah, almost dash, which is why it's got the orange on it. Yo, DK, what's good, man? What's going on? How's it going, man? Let's see here. The new Longinus versus Star Dragon rematch. This will be easy win. Star Dragon, nice. That your custom bay. Star Dragoon, nice man. Let's see here. My partner, yeah, it is. It is your 3D printed bay. Let's see here. I think after the burst system is over, we'll 3D print our own Beyblades. Oh yeah, people are gonna be 3D printing is gonna be the future for sure. Whenever burst does end, people are gonna be like 3D print base. Yeah, let's go. We're doing it. Now I'm worried about that metal drift. I am a bit too. I'm like metal, like that definitely didn't even need like a metal spring with it, like a crazy strong spring with it, because drift's already so good. That's the one I'm like, boy. From the get go, I've been like, boy, because even like metal drivers with Bahamut, so you make like Astro Bahamut metal drift, uh, vanish Bahamut metal drift. Like there's so many metal drift combos that you can make. They're gonna be crazy strong. Metal drifts can definitely be top tier, no doubt about it. Yeah, because drift is already so good with its stamina and LAD spin steel, and adding the metal with it, it's gonna make it that much more defensive in same spin battles, which is pretty wild. Yeah, drift's already pretty strong. But yeah, dude, this Beyblade anime is sounding pretty intense. Yeah, dude, it's getting intense for sure. Now we'll be able to have a regular drift and a metal drift on decks. Well, I don't think we use both because, like, isn't it the rule where like they have to be different? Even if it's like say like bearing and then bearing dash, you won't be able to use both of them. Like you can only use like one version of it, I think. But yeah, like metal drift, like being able to use metal drift and then also bearing dash, you could use both those in a deck format, which goodness, why? Like why? I'm still wondering like metal drift. I get the bearing dash a bit. I get it. I'm like okay, they found a way to keep bouncing, but metal drift is what I'm still worried about. I was worried about both of them, but now I'm not as worried about bearing dash. Um, metal drift's the one I'm really worried about. Breaking the meta, dude. Oh yeah, metal drift ain't gonna play any games. That additional weight matters. And the metal on top of drift. Like, bro, why, TT? Why? How are we gonna get like metal for drift before other metal drivers that could have done? Like, possibly like if they stuck with the idea for like metal needle, like how they did metal defense, metal needle, metal massive, metal a bunch of different drivers that aren't the craziest, like how they did metal survive. Like some drivers like that, and even some other dash drivers for like attack tips. Like I still want to see Iron Dash. I still want to see Sword Dash. I still want to see Impact Dash. Some of these attack drivers that aren't the absolute craziest that definitely need dash drivers so they can be usable big time. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like that's why I'm so surprised about them doing bearing dash and definitely metal drift before even making those. Because yeah, I would have expected those to be made, and I'm just still like, why TT? Yeah, but I hope they still do make them if they put them in like random boosters. But yeah, I just want that liner dash they released. Yeah, they did only release that in the Legend set. Yeah, that's definitely one like a regular release of liner dash would be cool. Like liner's not the absolute craziest, but like with the dash drivers help big time. You can take that recoil. But yeah, I want Iron Dash. Yeah, Iron Dash, Sword Dash, Impact Dash are three dash drivers I want to see for the longest time. Honestly, like even some different drivers, like mm, high yielding, but I'm still hoping they do an MFB. I still hope that they do an MFB set, like a 4D set. I'm hoping for it, man. Because I mean, they have another way of getting bearing dash, so you don't have to just get it in that set. You have another set where you can get it too. Um, yeah, because Big Bang Pegasus Ultimate Reboot Dash, perfect for it. Plus, we have not seen Ultimate Reboot Dash be used since Prime Apocalypse. Another good way. What 40 bays? Yep. Big Bang Pegasus Ultimate Reboot Dash, perfect for it. Eldrago Destroy would definitely be perfect for that. Eldrago Destroy, Generate Dash. We have not seen Generate Dash yet, so definitely like Generate Dash. Phantom Orion with it. They could put Bearing Dash in it because you know how they balanced out Bearing. Um, Fang Leon, Wave Dash. I wouldn't mind seeing another Wave Dash. Like Fang Leon would definitely be perfect for that set. I honestly want to see 6 bays in it. If it's only 5 bays, definitely them and Diablo Nemesis with Trick Dash. I feel like Trick Dash fits it perfectly. Either like Trick Dash or Quattro. Maybe Quattro Dash. That one's a little touchy though. But mainly I'd say Trick Dash because Nemesis' whole gimmick was switching between all the different tips and being super unpredictable. But yeah, like Trick Dash, I honestly would think would be perfect for Diablo Nemesis. Yeah, and then if there was a 6-1, definitely Flash Sagittario. Flash Sagittario, the perfect moment to use high yielding, because the WD tip, they've used that. Earth, we've seen Earth Aquila, they used yielding. Gravity Perseus, they used yielding. Flash Sagittario also has WD high yielding, so it has the height gimmick with it. Makes perfect sense for that. And then just some way of switching the modes with it. But yeah, or if not, just have them with one mode and still just burst version. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even be mad if you couldn't really switch the mode to big time. Yeah, but I feel like they might find a way of doing so. But that is a set I'd love to see. We got to see a 4D set for sure. I want that set, dude. Same. It's definitely a set I want to see. I hope TT actually makes it. Because, I mean, they made first season, then they made a set for the second season, third season set for sure. And then even include some other 4D bays with some random boosters or special releases. One that I'd love to see, Blitz Unicorno, aka Blitz Striker. What would we put on it? My honest, humble opinion, I think either Hunter Dash or the main one I think that would fit it would be Keep Dash, because when Keep gets worn down, it circles around like an RSF, and it has the big time shape like an RSF, and the dash with it. That way, Striker or Unicorn could take that recoil and have a dash driver on it, big time attack. Another one would be Varieris. Varieris, the DD, Zeta Dash. Enough said. Or even Metal Zeta. Like how they've done the metal drive. Like, come on. Metal Varieris, Metal Zeta. Be the perfect way of putting it in, dude. Like, that would be epic. I wonder what disc, if they put a different disc on it. Yeah, or maybe they'll just implement all the metal into the actual later it's up, but we'll see. Still, regardless, I'd love to see all those be remade, hands down. And maybe get a zero G set in the future. Who knows? But first, we got to get those sets before that. But yeah, um, Metal Zeta, you don't scare me like that, dude. I'd love to see that for sure. Isn't there at night? Oh, is it night here? Yeah, it's night big time. It's like 12:40 in the morning here. So yeah, it's still noon. Wow. So you're way your time may be way ahead or way behind. One of the two. But yeah, it's nighttime here. It's 12:40 at night. But yeah. Star Dragoon versus Kimbo's 3D printed base. Who would win? Who knows, man? I know it'd be an intense battle for sure. Um, but yeah, that's definitely some of the remakes I'd love to see. Just some of the things I love to see, like those remakes. Also, crazy build up. Like I said, imagine this. Like I've said it for the longest time, the full Endgame season with Absolute Strongest coming back. Also with the season, I can't imagine them skipping over Iga, Drum, Hikaru, and Hyuga. I feel like they might be some of the next bays who get made because sorry, I got booger or something. 1:40 a.m. here. I gotta go, man. Thanks for your time. Oh, of course. Thanks so much for coming by, Bega. But yeah, like I just can't imagine them skipping over like Achilles, Dragon, Helios, and Hyperion. It wouldn't make sense because they've never skipped over. If they do, this will be the first season where they skip over other protagonists. Because when we've had other protagonists introduced, all of them have been in the same season. It's just a fact. Vault was the first two seasons. Season 3 with Iga coming in, Vault was still a champion. Saw Vault and Iga in the same season. When Drum came in season 4, we still saw Iga and Vault in that season. When Hikaru and Hyuga got added last season, we still saw Vault, Iga, and Drum all come back with new bays in the season. So it would make sense for this. They've never skipped that pattern. If they do, it'll be the first time they do. And they'll just be like, hi, you think you know what's going to go on? We're going to swerve you. But not giving up hopes on those. You know, so I could definitely imagine like a Dynamite battle Achilles, Dynamite battle Dragon, Dynamite battle Helios, and Hyperion. It'd be cool to see that and how they all interact with Bell because we see how Walt's interacting with him. But I'm still wondering how he'll be around Iga, around Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga, all of them. You know, and even what their base will look like in the season. Uh, yeah, man. Honestly, it'll be really sick. What do you think they do for Achilles? Honestly, I wouldn't want them to do like metal dimension. I want them to do dimension metal. That's a big difference because metal dimension, when the metal part is in the front, like I said before, it is the spring part on top, like the clamp part of the top of the driver that is metal. If they say metal afterwards, it's a big difference because that means a part on it has been switched to metal. And I think dimension metal would be perfect because they put the metal on the inside of it. Let's see here. I'd love a dimension metal as long as the rubber is replaced with metal. Exactly. No, not you. That's what I'm thinking with this. Yeah. So that way you have it where like it's not rubber in the center, it's metal. So it'll last a lot longer. And I love the gimmick for dimension, how it gets taller and such. It has the different modes and it can switch even as it battles. Imagine if it's metal with it. That'll make it that much more effective. Like, yes, it might not have the grip that the rubber does, but it'll still have the metal, which will give it the big time weight. And you know that with the new Achilles, if they make a new Achilles, they'd add a ton of weight to the thing. No doubt. They're trying to make it diverse. Maybe have it where it can somehow switch modes from like the attack mode to like a more balanced out or a defense mode. Yeah, wonder how they do it, but we'll just have to wait and see. But regardless, big time hype, dude. I'm hoping that we see like Achilles and Dragon and Helios and Hyperion included with this because we got to see how they all interact with Bell. It's the other protagonists, and we got to see how all the other protagonists react to our boy Bell or interact with him. All good stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm hoping for and looking forward to with this. And we still got a lot to go. We're just over halfway. Episode 27. Well, next is episode 28. So you do the math. We got what? 24 more episodes to go. A lot can happen in those episodes for sure. But one thing that needs to happen is TT, damn it, to make Magma Ifrit because I want to battle with it, and I'm still shook that we haven't gotten it yet. I'm like, what? They holding off on it big time. So I'm hoping that like November is going to get Magma Ifrit because yeah, you know, we're getting the releases in October, the 2nd and the 9th. I don't know if TT will be like, oh, hey, we're going to be insane and drop another thing in October. I don't know. So it's going to be the very end of October, but never know what TT is going to do. But definitely November, December, they always drop a metric crap ton, and they're dropping a pretty decent amount just starting off October, which is wild. I'm just getting into the Battles of Guilty Longinus are about to start then, and you know, another set is about to come out in 3 days. Holy crap. Holy crap. And then another one coming out a week later. Like, yeah. Magma Ifrit ends up being a Hasbro exclusive. I wonder how many Japanese VTubers would buy and review it. Oh, probably a ton. A ton of them would. But it'll be a bad marketing strategy on TT's part if they don't make Magma Ifrit. Because you know a lot of people are hyped about Ilya, and people are waiting to see Magma Ifrit, and it's just like, you're gonna really make it where people are gonna have to wait an entire year just to get this bay because you know Hasbro's gonna do it, no doubt about it. But they're gonna make people wait an entire year just to get this bay. I don't know, man. Um, yeah, I feel like they gotta drop it. The question is when, and is Magma Ifrit still hiding something, which is why they're not showing it off. Who knows, man? Um, yeah, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, who knows? Maybe Ilya's got some hidden power, just like how Rashad's unleashing some crazy power. You know, going forward. I mean, I hope so. Maybe that's why they're holding off on it. But we just definitely got to see it. Like I said, bad strategy if they don't drop it. But yeah, anyways, if you guys got any last questions, feel free to ask them. I'll stick around for a little bit longer. I'll go for an hour. So yeah, I'll give you guys another minute or two to ask some questions. And I promise I wasn't skipping your questions. I was just letting out a lot of ideas and such. But yeah, anyways, we'll see you. Dude, I gotta get some water. My goodness. All right. But dude, I'm still just like regardless, big time hype to see just how they're gonna do the rest of the season, like how they're gonna approach it, and what other players are gonna have come back and such. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It'd be cool if like Pain was actually trained by Fine Hearts. It would make full sense because if he is their little brother, like he trains with both of them to gain the big time power he has and inherits Phoenix. But yeah, especially making sense because the power of Hearts is Hades went into Phoenix because Phi absorbed it, of course, and included it with it. But like we like definitely just gotta wait and see the story with him. But I'm hoping it's really epic, and I can't wait to see him on the show because it's gonna be sick. Just his whole demeanor on the box art. He has a big time power coming from him. But yeah, let's see. Do 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 do. And yeah, dang, it's even further ahead for Vega. It's 140 there. It's like 1240. Let's see here. Bell and Donzel, who would win? I don't know, but you'd have to put up a big time fight against Bell because he's the Demon King. He ain't playing no games. But yeah, it would be an intense battle for sure. Oh boy, it's been a long day. It's a lot, man. Like putting out. I mean, I put out what six, six, 7 videos, 6, 7 videos, something like that. Today, while also adulting for 8 hours. Like I made sure to get those all out and scheduled before adulting for 8 hours, so plenty of content to go and watch and such. But yeah, if anybody's waiting for Guilty Longinus, I will be doing battles on it. October has a lot in store. September has had a ton. October's got a ton in store for sure. And yeah, getting really far into fall. And I got the big time valley by my house because my house is way up on a hill. And I'm sure you guys have seen like the outlook. They call it the outlook. You can see for literally miles across, and all of the trees are changing colors, like all leaves on them, and it's so pretty, man. I love it because just all the different seasons, it shows like crazy out here with all the nature. It's really, really beautiful. But yeah, it would be cool if Payne had some kind of connection to Fi in the first place, since only two new Bladers with old bays in the past have had some kind of connection to the original owner. Uh, yeah, like no doubt, especially just the look. Like you definitely see in the gear that Payne has, you could see like kind of similar gear to Fi and also Hearts, and then the demeanor, like the power that's coming off of him, definitely reminds me of Hearts, no doubt. So yeah, and plus you put purple and red together, you get more of like a rosy pink kind of ish color. So it makes sense if he trained with both of them, and that's why he's got like the pink power behind him and being their little brother. Yeah, man. I mean, I hope he has that connection to them because that would make me really happy. Like, okay, we didn't exactly get Fi or Hearts back, but we at least got the connection with Pain. Yeah, but I'm still looking forward to it for sure. Like, just then we got a new Phoenix. I've been hype. I've been waiting for this for a while, dude, and we're getting a new Phoenix. Yeah. Let's see here. I saw you yawning. I fell asleep too, even though it's still noon here. Oh man, sometimes you gotta. You said yawn. Yep. There we go. But yeah, it's a little late, but it's all good. Like I said, 8 hours working. Ahead of that was filming for the better part of like 3 hours. Yeah, so you could say for half the day I've been just cranking for sure. Um, yeah, that's just how it goes, man. At least I got tomorrow off, so I can sleep in and then wake up and then crank some more because I got a bunch of videos coming. But yeah, let's see here. I honestly, I didn't expect Phoenix to get an evolution, but I'm pretty happy it did. I'm like, there ain't no way they can't have Phoenix have an evolution. I'm still thinking there's gonna be an ultimate season with like the ultimate players throughout the whole series in whatever new format there is, whatever new system it is. Like we gotta. How much they've had like development with Fi and Hearts, like characters like Fi and Hearts, with Gwen, with Delta, with Wayne, like all these characters on top of all the protagonists, like, Iga, Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga, Bell at this point too. Hopefully, I mean, maybe even Rashad. Maybe Rashad will be in that big time category, like how Lane just got added to that category of players who like grew and developed a lot over the series. Yeah, maybe Rashad gets put in that category. Honestly, I hope Ilya's put in that category too, because we still have a powerful female blader. And yeah, Neeford getting even stronger and in a newer system. Yeah, definitely want to see that. Yeah. Let's see here. My partner can still spin steel from your bay like train factory. Well, that's cool. Cool gimmick. Let's see here. Da da da. Mm. My mentor is free. Ryuga and Jenga. Those are good ones for sure. I mean, you already know with me. Like, I got the legendary bladers literally tatted on my arm. Yeah, like all the 4 season legendary bladers. Yeah, you know, because just utilizing everything as training just to get stronger. Because that's what you just got to do, man. Train in your own way and just try to improve every day. Like, be better than you were yesterday, today, and then even more than today with tomorrow. And just improving constantly. But yeah, you know, let's see here. All Bladers are my mentors, even legends. That's how it should be, man. Like, it's always good to have like big time mentors. There's a lot of people I look up to. You guys might not realize it, but for real, can't believe I even have this many people that know I exist, dude. Like, some of my mentors not even being this far. It's like, what the hell? It's wild, dude. I'm still wrapping my head around it. I still can't believe it, man. I'm shook. Y'all been coming out and supporting big time. Literally this year, or I can't believe I'm saying this. Like 23,000 people have joined us. Like, have joined the army. Like, holy freaking crap! That's insane. I'm honored to have you here. Thank you so much for just loving the content and enjoying it. Like I said, it's about just bringing a smile to the face of anybody who's having a tough day or anything. And if you look at my video, even one of my videos, and you even get like a smirk or even just like enough of a chuckle, like where you blow air out of your nose or something. I did my job. And I just there's so many people who didn't know that I'm a person. That, yeah, I'm trillions of cells on this planet, in a body. Like, that many people know I'm even real. Like, that's insane. For real. You guys are the goats. I know I say it a lot, but for real, you guys are the goats. Thank you so much for all the love and support. But yeah, man. Anyways, on that note, I'm gonna definitely go and get some rest. I was gonna film, but I'm like, I'm a little sleepy. Maybe I might film. Like, if anything, I'll film tomorrow in the studio. But mainly, I've been trying to use the daylight, which is why I've been doing a lot of homage series battles. Wow, we've got the daylight, a decent amount of daylight, and also decent weather outside because there's always time to film inside. But I'll be filming inside too because I got battles to do with Longinus and also Belial. So there's gonna be a lot of battles coming, comparison battles as well. So stay tuned for those. I'm gonna bombard you with those. And also, anybody who's waiting for Bakugan content, that will be coming too. There's a lot that I have planned. October is gonna be wild. On top of all these releases and such, a lot of things planned. October is gonna be a busy month for sure, but it's gonna be epic. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end off this live reaction. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. And you guys are absolute goats for coming out this late. I know it's really late, but even the fact that you guys are coming out, even 4 or 5 people being in here, totally honored, man. Do a room tour in this stream. Uh, I mean, I've shown off everything in here. Like, obviously the custom belts. I'll do it real quick. Custom belts, graffiti mural, all my broken launchers and parts of Bakugan arenas not really used, like Baku clips not really used. Repurposing them because even them being broken, turning them into a positive and turning them into art because I'm an artist. You already know. Some of the lanyards from the trips. So the first invitational from Anime Expo, second invitational, the lanyard that King Lufa got. Well, he went and ate sushi, and I got that lanyard from eating so much. He's like, if you could eat this much, I'll pay for it, and I ate a lot. I was like, let's go, and I felt like I swallowed a whale, but it was all good. And there's a Arch of Hercules at the end of that. And the reason for that is because he actually launched with that Arch of Hercules, and he launched so hard that he broke the damn thing off. Like, no joke. He broke the end of the Hercules off and then snapped it back on. And he's like, yeah, we'll put it on this chain, on the lanyard. And yeah. And he ended up winning Beyblade East too. Like he won the whole entire thing. It was wild. He put in that work, no doubt about it. Law's really talented. But yeah, and then of course the lights in the back. I've got only a few of them on. Yeah, and then of course parts from like packages that Hasbro sent me. I still can't believe they know I exist. Even Spin Master, same thing. A couple scratch arts that I did, just pieces of the box. Same thing for like Bakugan, Geogon Rising. That there, the artwork for from the first Invitationals back there, right above Drago. So you got the regular Drago right there, Drago Maximus on the other side. It's actually a spin, one of the spin displays. Like you kind of put like DVDs and stuff on. Well, spin display. I sorted my cards on there too, so all the different like abilities. So, for example, Inspire, like Stoke, like even like reroll cards. I sorted all of them, put those on there. And the cards over there, of course, the cases where I store my Bakugan, all the stadiums and such. Which I'm storing them up big time uh, for skits. Yeah, enough said. I got big plans. Like my goal is to even make these skits even crazier than like the first skits, and that's like a tall tale. Like maybe not like comparing them obviously because they're two different series, but still making them extremely epic. And I used every stadium I had with the MFB skits, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing with the burst skits. At least all the stadiums that you didn't see before, and even the ones that have come out since then that we've seen for burst. But yeah, and also I got a tapestry on the ceiling too. Yeah, well, of course, got my light right there, but yeah, there's a tapestry on my ceiling too. Like this room is basically a representation of like stepping into my brain. Like literally, like you come in here, like even ask Ruby Drago. It's like literally like my own safe space and such, and stepping into my brain, just wondering like how my brain is, and even all like your guys, well, my older gloves. I put them up there. The Letterman jacket. I still can't believe I have that. Also, all the cards. You know, and even like some of the smaller cards down there. Some people's custom cards. So Lord Cubbo signed that one. Portal Zero with this one. They sent me that. That's a special card they sent me, which is crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'll put it on the front canvas. Give me 1 second. Show you guys this real quick. Yeah, but not wide mode. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Portal Zero, Lord Cubbo, Baku Blade Legacy gave me that one, and he even signed it and everything. This was signed by Ventus Knight, Arliss Ancient, Justin Gary himself. Like it's wild, dude. Like I went to Anime Expo and had the cards. Yeah, they signed one, and I'm still shook. Like it's just insane, wild. Julius Cho and Devin Mack signed that one. Got that Doom card when I went out and visited. Um, Psycho Turtle, Rage and Cajuns card. Got this Nilly's card. M Stubb signed that one. Ruby Drago signed that one. My girlfriend also signed that one. Yeah, and then a lot of like the fan art and stuff. Even like when they had to be the Bakugan Masters Club. Illinois signing that picture and giving that to me. Like a lot of fan mail and such. It's wild, and yeah, just fan art. Even it's a crazy setup, man. Like for real, I'm even hard for this. Like this came from Leoverse. Like, dude, it's wild. And of course, my lights, my decorative lights. I got some over there too, but I just got them off right now. But yeah. So that's basically the whole gist of the studio setup. I've also got my table right here. It's just a little messy because of like some Beyblade parts, playing bays and stuff. Because I got some bays for child battles, all that good stuff. But yeah, Anyways, you know, a bunch of stuff in here, and it's wild, and it's still growing. I mean, the latest thing, I'll show real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it up there, but let's see, right up there. Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can zoom in. I made shelves, so like we get cords of wood because we have wood stoves here, and that's how we heat this place. There's no gas or anything. We heat with wood during the winter because it gets really cold. But that's where I put all the Funkos. So Ajit and Farrell, we got Tigrera, got Runo, Dan, Drago, Shun, and I did order Skyrus. It's on the way. But yeah, so the main thing with them is why it's taking so long. I got them through a site. Well, I got them through Big Apple Collectibles, and I literally got them at the beginning of the year. And they've all been released at this point, and they just haven't dropped them. So yeah, I went and just decided to get them from other places too, and get the whole set. But when those do get here, whenever they do, I'm gonna put them off to the side. You already know, for special reasons. Hashtag giveaway. But you already know. Yeah. So be on the lookout for those whenever they get here. But anyways, I'm gonna end this off. I said I was gonna end it off before, but did the little room tour. So hope you loved me. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. I feel like I have to burp. Yeah. Well, there we go. Feel a little better. But anyways, till next time, guys, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot. I'm up out of here.